right? So wherever we had an input as a 0, that is going to be denoted as complement of that variable, right? If the value is 1, the variable will be as it is, same, right? But in max term, here it is reverse of min term. That is, if the value is 1, if the input value is 1, such variable will be represented by the complement of that variable y bar. Say suppose here it is 1, the 1 is present in the y, so y will be treated as y bar, and 0 as it is, that is the variable is x is there, x will be treated as it is x, but the variable y is 1 here, so this will be represented by the complement of that y bar. Okay, and the dot function is now representing with or function. The and function is replaced with or function here. That is only the difference, right? Say for example, I have a uh, two variables are there in this uh, truth table, whereas the first value 0 0, in the minterms I have considered them as x bar y bar, x bar dot y bar. Okay, but in the max term, how I will treat the same inputs? X plus y. Okay, the complement of this min term will be the max term. Okay, the 0 1 will be represented as 0 as it is, x plus 1 complemented of that y, so y bar. X is 1, so complement it, x bar, plus y is 0 as it is, y. X is 1, x bar, plus y is also 1, y bar. So this is going to be where I am getting a max terms from this combination of inputs. Okay, there may be a 3 combinations, there may be a 4 combinations. Okay, so like that, there is a standard. Now when I get a POS, product of sum, now from this inputs I have got 4 max terms. 4 combinations are there. I will get 4 max terms. So when I combine all these max terms, that will be called as product of sum. Correct? When I join all this with the AND functions, I will get a product of sum, a general equation of Boolean function, which is called as product of sum. Okay, POS. Like how I'm going to write the function of this truth table is equals to the Boolean expression for this all inputs as x plus y x plus y into x plus y bar into, that means dot and function, x bar plus y dot x bar plus y bar. Okay. And when I'm going to consider all these functions, when the output f is 0, 0, 0, and 0, so that I'm going to consider for max terms. So if I had a 1, the output function 1, then I am going to uh, neglect that one when I'm considering into a max terms. Okay, right. So then if I want to reduce the term what I have got from this POS expression from this POS, that will be a standard, that will give me a standard POS form, product of sum form. That is even that also we have already discussed in the previous classes. In the notes it is there, the steps to get a standard POS form from the general equation of this POS. Then that is the first method, and the second method to reduce the POS form is K-map, right? So where a K-map is going to consider, here we are going to make a group of zeros instead of ones, which are present in the cells of K-map, Karnaugh map. Okay, either it may be 8 number of groups or 4 number of zeros is another group which are adjacent to each other, as well as subcubes when I fold this K-map, as well as 2 number of zeros a group, right? So with this uh, we have a problem. One example here, right? Obtain the max term canonical formula for, that is a POS formula for 3 variable problem. Now here instead of a summation, this notation is going to be written up. So let us see how the first function is going to work, right? Now here, first what I have to write, now how many variables? 3 variables, that is A, B, C. Right? So I will get 2 raised to 3 cells, that is 8 cells. And how to write the K-map for this? Here it is 0, A is 0, here it is 1, here it is 0, 0, 0, 1, this is 1, 1, and this is 1, 0. So what is the cell numbers here? 1, M1. So where I have to write, what I have to write now actually? 0 I have to write instead of 1, which I have used in the min term. Now I'm working on max term, so I need to represent the max term as the output as 0. So the cell number 1 is 0 now. The cell number 3, where is the cell number 3? This one, right? This one I will make it as 0. And then cell number 6, where I will get the 6, 1, 1, 0. This one, right? Row 2, column 4, they are going to be intersect, right? So the intersection of this point will be the cell number 6. So here I am going to write 0. Then M7. So where is M7? Triple 1, 1, 1, 1. Row 2, column 3. Here I am going to write 0. Okay, rest all are either there may be a 1 or there may be a, don't care, but now Without going for a don't care condition, we will go for 1. Okay, can I write a truth table for this? Yes, definitely. So how to write a truth table for this is, here it is A, B, C and F. Okay, so 0 0 0 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just consider them as a binary numbers. Okay, 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 2 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 for 3, right? So where all the cells I will get as output, this is 1, correct? 0 0 0 is 1, 0 0 1 is 0, then 3 is 0. I will write 1 here, then 0 1 0 is 2, 2 is 1, okay, 3, 1 double 0, 4 is 1, 5 is also 1, 6 is 0, and 7 is also 0, right? So this is a truth table which I am getting from this function, right? For this given below problem. So here I will not take a term from where I have output 1. I will write the max term only where I have the output 0. The max terms are written for the output 0. The min terms are written for the output 1. Okay, so this is a min term, this is a max term. So where I will get this expression. Okay, some expressions I will get here. So say suppose for this it is 0 0 1, right? So 0 0 1 is a bar, sorry, 0 is treated as it is in the min term, 1 is complemented, so a plus b plus c bar. Okay, reversal of the min term. In the min term, what I will get here, if suppose if I had 1 here, then what is the min term for that? A bar dot b bar dot c. But here it is a plus b plus c bar. Okay, a plus b plus c bar in the max term. So what about a min term? If suppose I had a 1, if suppose I had a 1, what would be the min term for this same input variable 001 is a bar dot b bar dot c. Okay, so now right now we are discussing about POS max term. So we'll go for a plus b plus c bar. Okay, and then for this also I will write a max term, that is 3. 3 is 0 1 1, a plus b bar plus c bar. Then for 6 and for 7, a bar plus b bar plus c bar. Then it is quite complex to collect all these max terms and combining them, writing them into a POS, general POS form, and then making them solved by using a standard POS procedure. But now we are not going for a standard POS form. Let us go for a K-map. Okay, so here, so from this K-map, how I can reduce the general equation of POS. So now instead of making a groups of ones, now I will make a group of zeros. There may be 8 groups. I don't have a 8 number of zeros here. Then I will reduce them to 4. Do I have a 4 zeros adjacent to each other? No. Then I will come to 2. Do I have a 2 zeros which are adjacent to each other? Yes. Which are those? So this is uh, the one group, and this is the one group, and also this one is another group, column wise, right? So what are the now I have got 3 groups from this. What are the expressions that I will get from this? Is the first group is where I am getting, here it is 0, here it is 1, here it is 0, here it is 1. So 0 and 1, 0, 1, B is 0, B is 1. So B will get cancelled. What will be remaining? 1. So 1, how I am treating C? C is here also 1, here also 1. So how I am treating it as a 1? Is a complement of this variable. So what I will get? C bar. Then from this, what I have here? 0. That is A. A plus C bar. This is the one term I have got from this group. Then in the column wise, I have another group. So from this group, what I will get is A is 0, A is 1, right? So A will get cancelled. What else I have? B is 1, C is 1. So B bar plus C bar. Then again dot matrix, dot product. Then what is another group? This one. Second row, third and fourth column. Okay, so from this what I will get? B is 1 here, B is 1 here, C is 1 here, C is 0 here. So C will get cancelled, 1 will be remaining. What I will write here? Plus B bar. Then from this second row, I am going to get A bar, correct? A is 1, so it is going to be complemented A bar, right? So what is the function that a minimized, a reduced function expression from this POS? Okay, if I had gone for a truth table, from the truth table it would be very long terms I will get, max terms. Then I have to reduce it, right, by using a standard POS procedures. Instead of going that, now directly I have got a function from this K map. Okay, A plus C bar, B bar plus C bar, A bar plus B bar, right? Still this can be reduced, right? So whereas where I have 2 terms, C bar and C bar is there. Okay, that is enough. 3 groups I have made here, and then it has been reduced, right? So this third, the middle group, as this 0 is also covered and this 0 is also covered, we may go for this group or it can be neglected. The second, the middle group can be neglected. Not an issue if we write it, if we make a group of this and if you write it, as these 2 zeros are already covered with some other zeros, the middle group can be, the horizontal group can be neglected. So from this we can get only 2 groups we can get from that. Okay, I think I cleared everything. Okay, so that is one point. Another problem we have here, So how this is going to work? It is a four variable problem, right? Four variables. You do one thing. You take it as an assignment. Okay, you take it as an assignment. I think Nida has already completed these two problems, and she has sent it to my WhatsApp group. Now, what I will do is, for your whatever the problems I'm going to give you, I'll I'll create one Google Classroom, and just all of you write it into your notebook, solve it, and then um, take a picture or convert it into a PDF by taking a picture, then upload it into the uh, Google Classroom. Okay, I'll create a Google Classroom today, and I think I have sent it. No, no, no. I'll send that code, Google Classroom code. Okay, so fine. You take this a, as an assignment, right? So many problems we have already come across in midterms, not in the max terms, midterms. You just follow all those procedures to solve these POS problems. Okay, so that is it from the first module. Another last point is remaining with this first module is a Quinn-McCluskey method, right? Which is quite easier than all other things, all other methods like a K-map and standard uh, POS and SOP, but quite lengthier. Easy but lengthier. Okay, this Quinn-McCluskey method is basically based upon the concept of prime implicants. Okay, based upon the prime implicants. There may be a products or some terms, right? Either both max term as well as min terms. From this, we are now going to denote which are prime implicants and which are essential prime implicants. So which cannot be further reduced. Say suppose by using a K-map or by using a standard POS or SOP form, we will get some form of equations function. But when it cannot be further divided or when it cannot be further reduced, then this Quinn-McCluskey will help us to reduce the uh, expression, Boolean expression further with the further steps, right? So this is quite common that this one is going to use. This one is going to use these two identity matrices, right? So this where I will get y plus okay. So here what basically we will get xy plus xy bar. Okay, so what basically we will get x not dot x into 1, right? Where x dot 1 is equal to x, or y plus y bar is always 1. So both are uh, identity rules of this Boolean functions. Okay, in the beginning only we have gone through this identity, what is that, law, identity law of this Boolean functions. Okay, so the main thing of this Quinn-McCluskey method is to find out a prime implicants. Okay, it is based upon the concept of prime implicants. Either maybe a product terms or maybe a sum terms. That is both the methods, both the functions, POS functions as well as SOP functions. Okay. So the example of this one we will continue in the next class, as we don't have that much of time, which cannot be explained in the 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Okay, it will take around half an hour or more than half an hour. The procedure is lengthy, but it will give us exact prime implicants and essential prime implicants with easiest method. Okay, we'll continue in the next class. If you have a doubts, write it in the chat box, or you can WhatsApp me or anything.